What's up, guys? I'm the Panda Man, and in today's video, I'm gonna give you 3 skills that you can develop to develop your mindset into the mind of a champion. Skill number 1 that you need to put into place is the ability to reframe. What does this mean? Reframing is basically if you took a picture or a poster, and you had the frame around the outside, right? You change the frame. It's gonna make the picture look differently. When we reframe a situation in life, and this is the number 1 skill I believe that people should be taught from an early age, you're gonna take whatever event happened to you, let's say it was something bad, and you're gonna ask yourself the question, what's great about this problem? You see, when you do that, your brain cannot ignore a question, and it has to answer a question that is asked of it. That's because we have something called the open loop theory. Picture a loop, like so, that's not closed. The brain wants to close that gap. This is how your favorite TV series works. These are how your favorite shows that you binge watch work. They leave you hanging at the end. Your brain doesn't like when it doesn't have that closure. So you ask yourself, again, the problem. What's great about this problem? Or what can I learn from this opportunity? How is this problem going to turn into an asset for me? When you work on that, you will instantly begin to see the bright side of everything. And I don't care what the situation is. I don't care how dire the circumstance seems. There is a bright side to it. There's definitely a bright side to it. When I did my second patella tendon rupture, one of the most rare injuries in the world, and mine had a bunch of other stuff that happened with it. When I did it the second time, immediately, I knew that I was then going to become the world's leading expert in patella tendon ruptures. It was a blessing in disguise. When I was going under for that surgery, I told my surgeon, it was the same surgeon who became a buddy of mine. He was so sorry, he felt so bad for me. I said, Doc, it's okay, it's gonna be all good. This is gonna be one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Skill number 2, your ability to take complete ownership of anything that happens to you in your life. So many people out there want to say, oh, it's his fault, it's her fault, it's the world's fault, it's COVID's fault, it's the government's fault, whatever it is. They want to place the blame outside of themselves. But then what happens when you do that is you are giving away all your power. Something I learned long ago was that no matter what happened to me, if I looked myself in the mirror and said, this is on me, it's my bad, I got this, I had complete control over the situation. Even if I didn't have control over the external circumstances, which most of the time you may not, you can always control your mindset and your attitude, which again places the power and the responsibility within you. Responsibility is a key word when we're talking about taking extreme ownership of your life. Humans respond, animals react. When you're placing the blame on the outside circumstances, you're usually in a reactionary mode. This is gonna mean that you're not logical. It's gonna mean you're overly emotional. It's not a good place to be. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I gonna do up here in between my ears to make it so I own this situation? The 3rd skill I want to talk to you in today's video about is your fitness. Now let me explain what fitness is first. Fitness is your ability to show up and do the task at hand that is demanded of you without fatigue. If you're a writer, you need to be able to sit down and write for the allotted time that you have set by without fatigue. Stephen King writes 2,500 words a day. That's what he needs to be fit for. Now, we're talking about fitness as a foundational principle. Everything starts with your mind, and the way you access the mind is through physical fitness. There are certain growth factors that can only cross your blood-brain barrier through physical movement. That's a key thing. It's gonna make you feel better. It's gonna change your state. You're gonna raise your vibrational frequency when you work out, when you exercise, and whatever that means to you. It could be something different. But the key, the golden nugget to using fitness to create a champion's mind is to challenge yourself within the workouts. Too many times people just go through the motion in the workouts, and it's better than doing nothing. But what I look for when I'm training people, or when I'm working out myself, I want to get to that threshold where I'm going from the old Kyle to the new Kyle, which means I got to shed my skin, which means I have to do something that's very challenging and very demanding. The best part of the workout, I always tell people, is right when you're at that breaking point, right at the end, when your lungs are on fire, when your muscles are burning, when you might feel nauseous, when your brain is screaming to you to give up, to stop, to throw in the towel. That is the golden point of the workout. That is when you create the champion's mind. And if you could do that every week, you will be a new person. That is skill number 3. And remember, all skills can be learned. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I need you to do a few things for me. I need you to hit the like button so I know to make more videos like this for you. For your viewing pleasure, I need you to leave a comment. That could be a critique, a concern, or a question. I respond to all comments personally. Lastly, I need you to hit subscribe, hit the notification button. When you do that, you'll be notified anytime I put out a new video. You'll be sure not to miss any of the content that I'm putting out. Panda Man out.